If you are a vintage or dusty whiskey drinker, or if you're a finished whiskey drinker, listen up. Thanks, Dave Jennings or Rare Bird 101. Today we are taking a look at these two samples of Caleb's Crossing. That is a Pineau de Charentes in Armagnac finished bourbon, as well as a Pineau de Charentes finished rye. First, let's start with the bourbon. I am loving the fun, relaxed, funky fruit notes that you get immediately on the nose here. Candied apple, raspberry, and powdered sugar like I talk about with Four Roses products sometimes. Vanilla soft serve, and just a right amount of oak. That said, it's the mouthfeel on this bourbon that really shines. Buttery, caramel, and toffee notes start the palate with this complex movements from fig to plum to raspberry to raisin. Finishes with leather, this flat grape soda note, and a really sweet oaky linger. I'm loving the way this dual cask plays. You get all this fun ramped up fruit flavor from that Pineau de Charentes, but you get those old, musty, drier-like notes from the Armagnac as well, making this a really unique finished pour. If you like finished pours, or you really like those older, more mature, more interesting, older type of whiskeys. Now let's jump over to this rye. Now this is an 8-year Kelvin barrel rye finished in Pineau de Charentes, and if you know me, you know this is stacking up to be a really great pour. This has that perfumey touch I just love, and honestly, I thought this was a dusty whiskey, not even a rye whiskey when I first tried it. The nose has these deep, sweet-leaning spices, as well as plump fruits and big sugar notes. The taste is expansive, all sorts of candy notes, deep berry notes, also those rich cola-like notes, leather notes that you expect from a Kelvin barrel, but not exactly how you expect them from a Kelvin barrel. Lots of fruit, lots of age. This is exactly what I like in a rye whiskey. And even if you wanted to compare it to something like his other project with Raconteur Rye, the Mizunara and the Raconteur Rye adds these depths to the spice notes, and it adds these complexities to the spice, whereas this Pineau de Charentes rye adds these depths to the fruit notes, these really funky, perfumey-like qualities that adds complexity in a completely different way. It's more jammy, it's more chewy, it's more sugary, it's more fruity. The rye is sold out, and with good reason. I mean, this is going to go on to my favorite ryes of the end of the year list for sure. And this bourbon is still available at the time of this recording, so if you're interested in that kind of musty, dusty, oaky-like profile, don't sleep on this Caleb's Crossing bourbon.